I'll get the oil on heat. Need about 3 tablespoons of oil. The oil is ready now, and I'm going to put the rye in, and you should hear the rye crackling. And in goes. And it's always a good idea to keep the lid on in case they start popping at you and burn you. I've still got the heat on full, and I'm going to add the onions. You can hear the onions sizzling away there. Quick stir and turn the heat down slowly, and we're going to caramelize the onions, which should take about 3 to 4 minutes. Making sure you stir it so it's not sticking at the bottom, and also if it starts burning, you know you've got the heat too high. So I'm just going to cook this on medium heat until the onion is nicely browned and caramelized before I add the tomatoes. The onions are nicely browned now, so I'm going to add the tomatoes in. Tomatoes. Even sizzling quite nicely. Still on medium heat. While the tomatoes are cooking, I'm going to put all the other ingredients in. That's half a teaspoon of garlic, crushed ginger, sorry. Half a teaspoon of crushed garlic. Half a teaspoon of green chilies. Half a teaspoon of salt. Just put the sugar there. Salt there. Half a teaspoon of turmeric. And half a teaspoon of coriander and cumin mix. Give it a stir, and I'm going to let it cook for another 3 to 4 minutes until the tomatoes nicely cooked and disintegrated. The tomato is now done. The sauce is nice smooth mixture. So I'm going to add the koftas to it. It's ready to add the koftas, and let it cook just with the koftas for a bit. So I'm going to lift those out and put them in the sauce. Still at sort of low to medium heat. I'm very gently just going to give it a stir to mix it quite well. And I'm just going to let it cook for a couple of minutes with the koftas in, making sure don't give it too vigorous a stir, otherwise the koftas will break. It's just had a couple of minutes there, and I'm going to add the 200 ml of boiling water. 200 ml is about a cup full of boiling water. Put that in. And what I would also like to say is, I mean, if you don't need a sort of a runny sauce like that, and you're quite happy without the water, you can eat it without adding the water, but you just need to let it cook a bit more. But for this recipe, you know, I'm adding water, so you've got nice sauce that you can eat with rice or with chapatis. So I'm just going to turn up the heat slightly and let them just simmer for another 5 minutes or so. The koftas have been simmering for about 5 minutes now, and they're done. As you can see, there's a nice thick sauce there. So I'm just going to add the garam masala, half a teaspoonful of that, green coriander, chopped green coriander, 3 to 4 sprigs, nicely garnished there, and give it a quick stir, and it's ready to serve. Turn the heat off now. Just give it a quick stir. And this is what they look like. They smell nice.